I would never forget that Jake Shields promo. And I was like, who? I'd never forget. I was like, Jake Shields is like that? And they would be out here doing crazy ass goddamn.
Hey, like, Jake was that guy, bro. You got to remember, Jake had just beat Dan Henderson. Like, hey, Jake had done something, but obviously GSP, and then I think he fought GSP in Canada. So automatically you start thinking, if it go 25 minutes, you know, at the very least, split decision for GSP. He's pretty safe here. You know what I'm saying? And we know that Jake ain't really a knockout guy. He got to really get you to the ground and work the jiu-jitsu. And truth be told, you ain't finna do that on GSP. You know what I'm saying? And I think GSP got poked in the eye a few times or something. I don't know. That was like a weird fight. But
if Jake was fighting anybody else, he probably would have won.
100%. Yeah. But stylistically, for his way of winning and GSP's style of fighting, it just it doesn't equal Jake Shields' win. It doesn't make sense. But okay, I got a question for you, Kobe.
What's up?
Now this is the thing. I got to ask both of y'all this. Should Izzy take all the blame? Because now this go back to the point I was making. It's hard to knock people out at a certain level. A lot of times when guys get into the top 5 and top 3, you don't just see a whole bunch of knockouts. And truthfully, that go for every division. You might have one person who can just consistently knock out everybody that come up to the top of the ladder. Yeah. Truth be told, like you only sometimes, and that's if we lucky. Should Israel get all the blame for having boring fights when he the one with the belt? You the one trying to come in and take the belt and change your life and your family life. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So if we in round 4 and 5 and you know you down 3 rounds and you ain't touched this man, it's like, what do you? And then look at how everybody losing their belt now. Look at how many people lost it. Glover lost his belt with a minute left to go. What's called lost his belt with a minute left to go. What's the girl name? Amanda Nunes lost her belt. Bro, you got everybody losing their belt, and then you look at Izzy is the only one. Well, not the only one, but you know he still got his.
And another thing is like before Izzy fought certain opponents, the game plan and the path was covering distance. So even with Jared Cunningham, the narrative was, can Jared be the one to cover distance and fight his type of fight and not let Izzy get comfortable fight on the outside? So we all know that because that's the narrative. We all know that that's what fighters have to do. They're just not able to do it. The only thing is with Izzy, he talks a lot of crap, man. And he say, "Okay, I'm gonna
make it look easy.
I'm gonna do what Anderson did against Forrest Griffin." And it's like, man.
And another thing is when he's doing those walkouts and you coming out with the samurai thing, and that's one thing I agree with Marvin Vittori, because I think Marvin saying some delusional stuff, but he is right. Like you coming out with Undertaker joint and you doing all that, and then. And I get it. I'm not mad at Izzy because I don't want Izzy to take a risk and lose his belt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that because obviously, come on, man. That man done worked hard to get to that point. But it's like you don't have to do the antics and stuff if you know you're going to fight a certain type of way. But I don't believe he should take all the blame. So what you think, Kobe?
You know what? Honestly, yes and no. I mean, the antics, I'm going to be honest with you. I like the Undertaker thing. I like that. I think more people should take more of a stance in their interests anyway. Like you say what you want, but like all the at one point in time I was like, man, I wish I could just pick theme music for like some of these people, because like they just really come out there like boring. It don't really hype the fight up, and you know what I'm saying? I love Ronda's song when she come out there, say what you want. My boy Diego Sanchez coming out there with the cross or whatever, man, that joint was kind of crazy. Like we thought dog was possessed. You know what I'm saying? Like I like Izzy doing that. I'm not really a fan with like all the little dancing or whatever, but that Undertaker gimmick was dope. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like when they let him get his little, creativity off and stuff like that. It makes for a better fight. So, in my opinion, I mean, the talking you don't really have to do. I feel like you let your hands talk, but do that, like, do all your little gimmicky stuff to the ring and stuff like that. I think that's cool. But when you get in there, I talk after. Talk after.
But see,
say your standard stuff, but talk after and get to it, because when you don't get a chance to get off what you want to get off, then it hurts you.
Exactly.
But talk after. In my opinion,
you're right, because truthfully, bro, when he did the mask thing, the samurai thing, bro. First of all, that sends chill down my spine. I go look at that once a week just because that interest is so dope. But this is what we're saying. When you do all of that and then you go in there and you do a 25-minute snooze fest, that's what I'm saying. Because because the entrance is fire. But it's like how you do that, and then you go in there, and then you're clearly this the thing. You're clearly more dominant than Jared, bro. Like clearly, Jared couldn't do nothing. So why didn't you finish that fight? I know Jared got a lot of knockout power, but truth be told, Izzy could have finished that fight. Because I'm gonna ask you something. With Anderson, I'm talking about Prime Anderson. You think Prime Anderson would have went 25 minutes with Jared that night, Kobe? Or what you think would happen?
I don't know, because like Anderson,
Prime
Jared,
Anderson, prime.
Yeah, look, I'm just saying, like, I feel like maybe he probably could have pushed him up against the cage and stuff. Like Anderson never. I'm gonna be honest. Anderson kind of surprised everybody with how good of a striker he was. Like we didn't really know. Like we've seen some good strikers, but we didn't know he was like he found a way to win, and it just happened to always be dynamic. Like that front kick, man, we ain't never seen that. You know what I'm saying? That what he did with Forrest Griffin, that light jab caught him when he wasn't looking, bam, light punch, and he out. We never seen nothing like that before. So he was a dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't know though. Jared's big.
He would have put him down. Jared, that fight would have in round 3. We'd have been going home,
man.
And he'd have put Jared down because Jared would have been getting pieced up, and he would have had to go for a takedown, or he would have had to get real sloppy, and Anderson would have just caught him with something, or he would have submitted him.
Anderson did get knocked out by Chris Weidman, though.
I'm talking about Prime Anderson.
Prime Anderson got knocked out by Chris Weidman,
bro. Prime Anderson put his. I mean, but dude, I'm not talking about the beginning of the downfall. I'm not. That's what I'm trying to get you to see.
And it's only a downfall because he was playing. That's it. And then when he wasn't playing, he got his head kicked up.
But I'm not saying that like Izzy should have been playing. I'm saying if you go look at how Jerry really didn't have, there's nothing he really could have done. Like I'm trying to be as respectful as possible because he's still obviously very good. But obviously there was a level to it, and Izzy was on the next level. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, why not just put him away?
And Jared really didn't take them many chances either.
And Jared, you the one trying to make history.
What does Jared do? What's his thing?
At least he got to catch you.
Is he a wrestler?
Jared is. I mean, he's just really headhunt, truthfully, and a lot of times it worked.
So he fall under that hybrid thing again, right?
I mean, kind of, because he's not really a wrestler, but remember he came from heavyweight to light heavyweight, so he can use his size not really to like wrestle, but just to wear you down and just to like strong man you.
And another thing is, if Izzy wasn't champion, I ain't telling who'll be champion right now.
What you mean?
Like I'm saying, if Izzy wasn't like him being a world class striker,
Izzy wasn't champion, it would be Robert Whitaker.
Robert Whitaker could be.
But you don't think Jared can beat Robert Whitaker?
No, Robert already beat Jared. Remember?
No,
man, Robert almost knocked Jared clean out. Remember he hit him with the